First at 9, Tulsa County deputies are even better prepared now to respond to an active shooter situation after a training session today. Good evening, I'm Brian Dorman. News on 6's Johnny Resendez joins us now with how deputies and educators think this training will save lives. Johnny.
Well, Brian, the superintendent of Liberty Public Schools says school shootings are a concern ahead of the coming school year. He says this training is crucial in keeping schools what it was always intended to be, a safe space to learn. After the Uvalde, Texas shooting, school officials say training for active shootings is essential. For Liberty Public Schools Superintendent Philip Garland, the deaths in Uvalde is still fresh on his mind.
When you mentioned Uvalde, a chill went down my spine.
Deputies ran through several drills and scenarios of an active shooter around the school. One of the biggest focuses is to learn the layout of each school they train in so they are prepared to respond. Corporal Latif Whitsett with the Tulsa County Sheriff's Office says after the Uvalde shooting, they received more calls from people asking for help on security.
Unfortunately, it has come to where people are seeking more knowledge, but we are grateful that they're reaching out to us to gain that knowledge.
Garland says as a teacher, seeing news about school shootings never gets easier.
School shootings are nothing new at all, but for some reason for me, and I was still teaching at the time, the Columbine incident just really brought it home, the real senselessness and terror of it.
Whitsett says he wants to assure the students and parents of Liberty Public Schools that they are ready for the worst.
We're going to respond accordingly, and we're going to do exactly what you think we're going to do, which is go stop the threat as soon as possible and evacuate the kids as soon as we can.
Says the next school they will be training at will be Keystone Public Schools. He says all deputies will go through this training. Johnny Resendez, Oklahoma Zone News on 6.